Hi everyone, my name is Riley Weisup, and this is my rock candy project experiment thing that I did over spring break this year. So this is the original setup with the strings in the jars. The rock candy will hopefully form around the strings, and they're weighted down by a paper clip to make sure that the strings hang straight. And they have to make sure also that they don't touch the bottom. So after making sure of all that, wet the strings and then stick them in sugar to give the candy like a base to grab onto so that they have like, it's not just the string. And so they'll look something like this after you do that. Then you're gonna boil 2 cups of water. Yay, it's boiling. Okay, so then you're going to add 4 cups of sugar individually, stirring in between each cup of sugar until all the sugar is dissolved from that round of adding the cup of sugar. It's kind of look like I'm adding 2 cups of sugar, but it's actually a half cup measurement because like it was hard to get the entire cup into that bag, so I had to use like a half cup measurement. But yeah. So this mixture includes sugar and water. The sugar in this mixture is the solute and the water is the solvent. Adding the sugar saturates the water to create sugar water solution in the end. You need to make sure you stir in between each one. I'm not showing that I'm stirring, but I am actually stirring in between each one just to make sure all the sugar is dissolved before you add the next cup of water. So after you finish stirring and you turn off the stove top and stuff like that, it should look something like this. Definitely looks a lot different than what the water looked like originally, so yeah. So I'm going to be adding some flavoring and color to make the candy more fun. I add about a teaspoon of the flavoring, which I chose lemon because that was what I had. And so obviously lemons are yellow, so I went in after that and I added some yellow food coloring. I added about 4 drops of yellow food coloring. And then you just mix it in. So then you let the mixture cool for about 10 minutes. And so then after those 10 minutes, this is about what the mixture looks like. It's not bubbling anymore and stuff like that. And so then you're going to add the mixture to the jars and then stick the strings in slowly. Make sure you stick them in slowly so that they don't like bend and stuff when you stick them in. So then I'm going to take them to a cool, dark place. They're still hot, so I grabbed them with oven mitts. And yeah, this is me taking them to a cool, dark place so that they can recrystallize and create the rock candy that we want. So I actually ended up having to move them because that place wasn't dark and cool enough. So I moved them to our canning cabinet, which I thought was probably dark and cool enough. And so 5 days later, we got them out and we're going to go see what they look like. As you can tell, I was pretty excited. I thought that these were going to be super cool. So as we went to go and get them out, I ended up noticing that they were really crystallized around the top. Like they crystallized around the string some, but around the top, they crystallized a lot. This one was actually really saturated, like super saturated, because I think it was because it was the bottom of the pot of the sugar water solution that I had made. And so it had maybe more sugar in it. But as you can see, they turned out pretty well. Decent. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is just like a chunk of the candy that we had. As you can tell, like the liquid was super thick. So here are the results and reviews. We're gonna try the rock candy and see how it goes. It's actually pretty good.
It's really good. Yeah. It's lemon flavored, right?
Uh-huh. What's the consistency like?
Hard.
Yeah.
Success?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
This was definitely a success in our family, so if you would like to try this at home, I got my recipe from thespruitseats.com. I will leave the link in the description box below. But thanks for watching and coming with me on the ride of making rock candy for the first time.